Hello, I'm Len Lindsay at myrogueangels.com. Looking at a map of the game. The game has maps made of squares, like a grid of squares. You can see in the center of squares little white dots. These are the places where your characters and components can go. No one's going to go inside this because these red lines are walls. You can't walk through a wall, but you can go diagonally from one square to another, and it doesn't matter that there's a corner of a wall there. When you're placing things on the grid, if you're going to place an enemy on the grid, you place him in the middle of one of the squares. The same would be if you're placing one of your heroes on the grid, you would place them in the middle of a square. Sometimes you'll be placing things like a fuel barrel. You can place a fuel barrel in the middle of a square. Sometimes you place a console. You place that in the middle of a square. However, the one difference is a door. When you place a door on the map, you place it in between two squares because the door is between two squares. So how we are going to calculate line of sight and range is going to change a little bit. So I'm going to explain that right now. So for example, if the enemy is on this square and my hero is here, you can see it's pretty obvious that there's a dot here and a dot here. If I can connect this dot with that dot without a wall blocking the way, it's within line of sight. The range would be how many squares it is. From here to here is one square. So since this dot to that dot goes right through this corner, the corner is not considered blocking. So this would be within line of sight and range of 1. This enemy says that he can attack with a range of 1. So this enemy could attack our hero right here, range of 1. If our hero would move over here, now there's two squares for a range, so he's out of range. But now let's say our hero has a weapon called Exo Shuriken, and it deals damage to all enemies within a range of 2. You can see range of 2 right here. So now we're going to calculate 2 squares from here to here. Can our hero attack this enemy with a range of 2? And the answer is no, because the walls will be blocking there. So if we have a red line from one dot to the other dot, there's my laser pointer, you can see it's going to be blocked by the walls. So the weapon would not be able to be used by our hero because of line of sight being blocked. Now, the interesting thing is with a door, let's take an enemy away. Let's put a door. If we have a door here, and now we have our hero standing here, and we would like to interact with this door, part of the game is interacting with the door, trying to open closed doors. You can see from here to here it's diagonal. It looks like it's just like one away, but here's how you calculate doors. You don't calculate it to the door, the range. The range is to the dot behind the door. So our hero wants to get to the other side of the door, which is this dot. So from here to here, the range is 1 because we can go diagonally. If our hero was here, it would be a range of 2, from 1 to 2. The door is in the middle. Now, with a weapon, this range was blocked by the walls. With a door, it's different. The rule for a door with line of sight is all you have to do is be able to draw a line from the center of where you are and anywhere on the wall where the door is. So in our case, we could say it's perfectly fine from the dot here. It touches the white line where the door is. That door is within range of 2 for this hero. So our hero could use a card that says Grid Slicer, interact with an object for 2 within a range of 2, because here we have a range of 2. And now we know that this door is within a range of 2 because it's 1, 2 to the dot behind the door. So our hero can interact with this door even though the wall would have been blocking if he was trying to attack an enemy or a fuel bearer or something that was on that square. So hopefully that helps explain line of sight and range, the difference between objects that are in the middle of squares and doors which are between squares. This has been Len Lindsay at myrogueangels.com. Thank you.